Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Reality Is, where words do come to life. Look, there is a senior facility that's on 17th and Roosevelt, supposedly be a senior facility. Now, we all know that seniors only get a once a month check, and the money that they get is really not that much. And we also know that in that once a month check, they have to pay rent. They have to pay extra money for their medication. They have to pay for PACE transportation if they need it. And even if they have a link card, a lot of seniors don't get a lot of money on their link card. I've heard seniors get sometimes someone get $20 on their link card. But here is my thing. I had a relative. He wanted to move inside of those buildings on Roosevelt and 17th. But the money that they're asking for 2 to 3 months of rent. What senior has that kind of money? Their money is stretched to the hilt. And depends on what kind of medication they're taking. A lot of the money go to medication because they don't have nothing to offset the cost. So what are they supposed to do? And it's sad to me because we treat seniors like they're throwaways. What is wrong? Would you want somebody to treat your grandmother, your grandfather, your mama, or your daddy like that? What is wrong with people? And so, a couple people I was talking about, well, we leaving. We're tired of Broadview. Everything is high, and it's sad. The service sucked, and still, my sister is still struggling with them um, leaving bags of garbage that's properly stickered on the front of the house, um, and ignoring the cries of a senior. So you just totally disrespect the elderly. That's what you do. Mayor Thompson, that's what you do. You're elected officials and you try to justify what you do. Again, if it was not for the constituents who believe in the lie that you told, your asses would not be sitting in the seat. Bottom line. But since the constituents believe and swallowed the lie that you told, at least you could do is honor what you said. Because I'm telling you all this, and I want you to hear me good. Reaping and sowing is real. Karma is no joke. These days, it don't take it that long before it boomerang right back around to you. Because what you do to somebody else, somebody's going to do to your family members, and you're not going to like it. You're not going to like it. So don't huff, don't puff, don't blow, don't let your nostrils flare up and get all bent out of shape because the very thing that you're doing to somebody else that's asking you for some simple accommodations and you don't want to do, it's going to come back to you. And then you'll want to run again, but your record will have preceded you. See, people are not swallowing what your words say anymore. They're looking at your actions. And right now, in Broadview, the mayor and her staff actions suck. Her action says to the people and the constituents of Broadview, we don't give a damn about y'all. We're going to do what we want to do. Now, you can pay these taxes or you don't have to pay them. But if people start to move out a lot, then that means you're going to end up with a lot of empty buildings. And then after a while, you're going to end up with a lot of people living in those empty buildings. And then you're going to end up with a lot of crime going on. And that's sad that you don't care about the conditions and the healthiness of your community. You don't. You don't care about the voice of the people, but yet, so you want to collect that check. See, y'all want somebody to stroke your ego, rub you and pat you on the back and say you're doing a good job when you're not doing a good job. That's crazy. To ask any senior that is living on a fixed income to come up with 3 months of rent, and then you want to ask them to pay $1,200 for a senior building, then that makes me think that it's not a senior building, it's a subsidized building that you say is for seniors, and you're lying. You're lying. Now, again, as I say, it's coming back. Oh, baby, God promises He sees all, he knows all, know when, where, how, and where you at. I'm just saying. So why you think you being 10 cents slick, and why you think that um you're not causing harm or hardship to anyone, you are. You're causing harm and hardship. If a 71-year-old calls your facility and your employees are very nasty and rude, then you all don't return phone calls, you don't answer, but you have people driving around to write threats for tickets, that's sad for you. And for you to allow it is even more sad. Because again, if your mother is living and your father is living and they are of age and somebody did that to them, how would you like it? How would you like it? That's what I'm saying to you. How would you like it? You wouldn't. You would tell them that's so disrespectful. And it's very much so. But I'm telling you, God not playing with y'all. He not. He know why you do what you do, when you do, and how you do, and the reason behind everything. And you can make anybody your fall guy you want to. He knows that too. But yet and still we walk around here and talk about how holy we are and how we love the Lord and treat people like crap. You ain't honoring what the word says. You're not. You can't claim to be a Christian and treating people the way you're treating them. And your staff is doing the same thing. Those are not the characteristics of God. Not at all. Even though you pretend like they are. But they're not. And I'm saying, y'all playing with fire. And when you play with fire, you mess around and you get burned. And so, again, for those condos or whatever they are on 17th and Roosevelt, they're not for seniors. They're not. Not at all. Not for those kind of prices when they living on a once a month check. You're not trying to help them. You're not. You're not trying to help them at all. You're trying to fill up your pockets. That's called price gouging. Companies are doing it in these different areas are doing the same thing, and Broadview is no different. And when you have residents talking about they sick of Broadview, there's gotta be a problem. And it usually starts with those who's in charge. That's all I'm saying. Okay? All right. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Do that for me. Till we talk again.